I figured out a way to study so efficiently, it almost feels unfair. You know that experience of spending countless hours hitting the books only to earn the same score as the friend who crammed the night before? It's pretty frustrating. You sacrifice all your downtime, pass up on activities you enjoy, yet end up with just average marks, while others are out there enjoying life. To top it off, studying can be exhausting and dull, which makes procrastination even more tempting. But here's the truth. The issue isn't with you. It's the inefficient method you've been using to study. In this video, I'll show you 8 smartest ways on how to spend just 20% of your usual study time and still score top grades with easy techniques that very few people know about. Even an average student can use them effortlessly. And trust me, number 1 would be the game changer step for you. The best part? You won't have to keep losing your weekends just because of an upcoming test. Let's dive right in. Number 8, skip the sweets. Do you turn to sugary snacks before exams to deal with stress? If so, you're making a mistake. The reality is that sugar only makes things harder. Studies from UCLA show that too much sugar slows down brain function, making learning harder. And beyond that, research from the Journal of Physiology reveals that sugar can disrupt focus and logical thinking. So what should you snack on instead? Reach for foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and healthy fats, like nuts, salmon, blueberries, and dark chocolate. These foods fuel your brain and sustain energy levels without the crash, enhancing memory retention, attention span, and mental agility. Nuts, for instance, contain vitamin E and magnesium, which have been linked to better cognitive function and reduced fatigue. Berries are rich in antioxidants that protect brain cells and enhance memory. And fish like salmon is packed with omega-3s that support brain health and help keep you calm and focused under stress. So if you're serious about studying effectively and acing that exam, swap out sweets for snacks like nuts, fish, or berries. These foods boost memory and focus without giving you that sugar crash. Number 7, shift your mindset. If you sit down to study already dreading it as endless and boring, that's exactly what it will feel like. But if you quit being so negative and decide it'll be quick and manageable, your focus will improve and time will fly. Your brain responds to what you tell it. In fact, a study from Harvard showed that employees who believed physical work was healthy actually saw benefits, such as lower blood pressure and even weight loss. If it worked for them, why wouldn't it work for studying? In short, your mindset has way more power than you realize. If you think studying will be painful, it will be. Now, try flipping your thoughts. Instead of saying this will take forever, think I'll get this done in no time. And instead of I'll never get this, try this part's easy. I'll have it done in half an hour. Changing your mindset isn't just motivational fluff. It's a real strategy to study faster and avoid frustration. Number 6, set a timer. While managing expectations can improve study sessions, using a timer is an excellent way to stay on track. If you assume you've got the entire day to finish something, it's likely you'll take the whole day. This is called Parkinson's Law. Tasks expand to fill the time you allow. But if you set a 30-minute timer, your brain notices the countdown and kicks into high focus mode, helping you work faster and more efficiently. Research shows that setting a timer naturally pushes us to finish tasks in the shortest time possible. The trick is to set a deadline that's challenging without being overwhelming. Don't panic with something like, I have to study all of this in 1 hour, but also don't go so easy that you'll procrastinate. Rather than saying, I'll study this all day, say, I'll cover this chapter in an hour and see how much more efficient you get. Number 5, focus on key content. When time is short, don't waste it. Concentrate on the essential stuff. If you only had 2 hours to study, would you waste it rehashing what you already know or on minor details that won't be on the test? Probably not. That's where the 80-20 rule comes in. 20% of topics provide 80% of the test answers. So skip the fluff and focus on what matters. Need an example? Stop going over the entire textbook expecting it to help. Instead, head to summaries and the main points highlighted by your teacher. Practice the most common questions and go over past tests. Ask yourself, if I could only review one thing, what would be the most useful? By targeting the important material, you not only save time but also avoid that awful feeling of studying everything and learning nothing. Because really, why know 100% of the content if only 20% matters? Number 4. Start with the answers. Want to study smarter? Begin with the answers. Rather than reading everything cover to cover, go to the questions and answers at the end of each chapter. That's where the key information is. Practicing questions and answers reinforces learning faster without wasting time on irrelevant details. And honestly, exams are predictable. So if you focus on the right questions, you'll have a good idea of what's coming. Understanding the answer structure and grading criteria is the real secret. Knowing everything won't help if you don't answer the way the grader wants. And don't forget, subscribing to this channel might just make you a smarter student. Number 3, work on your weak points. Stop wasting time on the material you've already mastered. Instead, zero in on the areas you avoid because they're harder. It's tempting to stick to what you're good at for that "I'm doing great" feeling, but that won't help when it's exam time. Face your weaknesses directly and focus on the concepts you haven't yet grasped. This is where real improvement happens. Another tip is to try horizontal learning, which means connecting various topics to get a bigger picture. For example, if you're studying the immune system, broaden your view by also learning about inflammation, cell defenses, and autoimmune conditions. This approach makes your study time more effective, helping you understand the whole subject better for exams. Number 2, try AI tools. AI tools like ChatGPT can be a game changer for effective study. With the right prompts, you can quickly review topics, clarify concepts, simulate exams, and create summaries or study plans without getting bogged down. AI keeps you focused on the key points, cutting out unnecessary time spent in textbooks. Think of it as a personal assistant that makes study sessions faster and more effective. Number 1, the game changer step. Review your mistakes. Collect your mistakes in a notebook or on Notion and keep them handy before exams. Organizing your mistakes makes reviewing a lot easier, which beats repeating the same errors over and over. Revisiting your mistakes is the best way to solidify concepts and make sure you don't mess up again on test day. After all, you can't keep stumbling over the same thing, right? If you enjoyed the video, share it with a friend who's also in need of these tips, and drop a comment if you have any secret strategy to ace exams effortlessly. I doubt it, but hey, you never know. Hope to see you in the next video. Don't miss out if you want to study smart.